G'day, I'm Blxz and welcome back to Gnomoria. I've been playing a little bit and our next attack has come through. So we have what appears to be a goblin fighter, so that's a bit of a problem. This is a much better looking goblin and a goblin raider. Alrighty, well, let's get our squads to assist the squad leader. And then all dive in and let's start ripping this guy apart, see what happens. There's a couple out here that have been harvesting things, so hopefully they don't get pulled apart too early. Ooh, okay, the guy had a weapon. Ooh, Eve has died. What was Eve? I don't know. Eve looked like a bloke. That's a bit unfortunate. So we have lost another one. What was Eve? Eve appeared to be a pioneer of some sort. You can also see here I have a couple of other specialised ones. Hauler is basically a provisioner, except hauling has been set as the #1 priority. So this guy as well, you can see down sort of the bottom of the screen down here, his hauling is at 25 now. It was originally about 12, so he's really been levelling that up. So he's really good at using these multiple use carry items, and he's been getting everything sorted. And you can see I've got a strawberry farm, a cotton farm and a wheat farm all being nicely set up. I'm actually going to suspend that for the time being so they don't harvest it. And getting everything set up here, which is pretty good. Things are starting to take shape. I also have stockpiles for wheat seeds, cotton and strawberry seeds all being set up here. I've got 3 different types of clippings being stored over here, and I'm shortly going to set up orange clippings over here. In the meantime, I've got the other workshops here set up, and overall things are looking pretty good, other than the fact that I just lost another gnome. I've also, as you can see, finished building the roof here and nearly finished the entirety of my walls. So we're proceeding along reasonably well. If I could figure out how to stop the gnomes dying, I'm thinking that it's going to have to be... wrong one. It's going to have to be through a investment in armour, is the word I was thinking. So it looks like the goblins have just quite literally just run away. I don't know what they've done. Internal bleeding, left foot externally bleeding. Knocked it out of their hands. Yeah, it looks like they've just... Yeah, so Eve just took a punch right through the chest into the heart. So there's nothing I can really do to stop that other than having armour on my gnomes, which does mean that once I've got these rooms set up, which will be done very shortly, I'm going to have to move into getting metal production done up quick smart. Still not entirely sure how I'm going to really prevent these deaths, but we'll see how that goes anyway. It looks like they've pulled it up, so we have some sausage meat somewhere. Here we go, we're making a sandwich right now. It's a beautiful goblin sandwich. Yummo. Looks like that's finished, been cutting down, so I can remove the designation here, and things are looking cleared up a little bit already. Background. So I am working on really getting this whole place cleaned up, getting things stored, and once I've got, actually I may as well do that now. That's what I was up to next, was getting the pasture set up down here. Now I can't think off the top of my head. Each yak requires 6 squares, so multiples of 6 would be 60, 90, so 9 by 10. 120 would be the next one, which I can't do on the top of my head. Multiples. That's 6, so there we got. How about we try... oh, what the hell, I'll just do that. Yep, that'll do. I don't know what number it comes to, but if we stick some yaks in there, And let's say we want, say no more than 2 males in there. Can have 12 animals, okay, that's good. Next up we are going to turn off this and make sure they're not butchering livestock, and just to be doubly sure we're going to suspend the butcher. Next up we're going to remove this designation and have them put, when they eventually get around to it, have them drag the, there we go, the yaks down into this pasture here. I would also like to build a, where is it in here, a trough. There we go, a feed trough. Build one of those, and where is it? Trough. Now this feed trough will put it over here. So we're going to be harvesting wheat from up there. So let's put it over there. Put a feed trough just there. And they should, when that's built, stock the entire thing up with, I believe it's 32 straw. So the cattle are not going to have to, or the yaks not going to have to walk all the way up here or wherever I'm storing it in the end in order to grab food. Wish someone would get, there we go. Done. So we're getting there gradually. Next up I would like to have to, how do I, maybe I can remove the designation of the farm and then forage it. Ah, that's why I was up at a higher level. Let's try that again. There we go. So now the farm doesn't exist anymore. They're going to forage all of that, get all the stuff out of it, and they won't replant it afterwards. Although I have put workshop as a higher priority, just because I'd like to get these bags and things built up. You might also notice that we're getting on a little bit in time. We're nearly at the end of summer now, and in between, in the interim, my food and drink were down at 0 for quite a significant length of time. It sort of crept up on me. So I have been harvesting, and that's why I've got this strawberry farm set up now. So I am really going to need food in the near future. That's suspended, that's not suspended, but I'll get to it eventually. And this one here, I'm actually thinking of, because I'm going to have the castle sitting right here in the middle, which is why I'm trying to move everything out of the way. It may well be that that needs to be blocked off and I'll need to put a new entrance over here or something in order to get down, unless I do it from within the castle, but that may not be the best option. Still not sure just yet. It's a dirt floor. Okay, so now that I've got this top level up here built, I am going to start working on a way. I'm going to start working on getting these walls all set up. Now I don't have very many builders, simply because the majority of my people are provisioners, and I've lost another pioneer just now. That one, no one chases that one down. So I am losing people, unfortunately, and most of the provisioners are actually quite hard at work doing all their workshop work. There's a lot of stuff going on for them. So I've only got a few builders, which is these 2 pioneers mostly, but for the time being I think I'm managing reasonably well. Now that I've got the wall all looking good, at least one level, and yep, they've done both levels there, that's good. So let's actually start building the skull on a pole. I can build up to 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th one, yeah, I'll just leave that for now. So I have a couple of skulls up here looking down, that'll be good, very nice. It's a pity we can't harvest our little gnome. I'm sure some gnome sandwiches would be nice, but no cannibalism in this game, unfortunately. How's our cook going for skills? So they have the best brewing. They're basically a brewer, but they do a little bit of cooking as well as a secondary priority once they get up. So their brewing is shooting up. They were about 15 before, so they're really going up quite well. Cooking as well is getting up there a little bit. They are a good farmer and horticulturist though, so once I sort of get things under control here, I think it would be actually worthwhile to me if I can get the cook to also do all agriculture. But I would like their workshop stuff to be their number one. So horticulture and farming will only be done, hopefully, once everything else here has been taken care of. Looking good so far. Still got a lot of cotton that needs to be stored. I wish he would. Sometimes he... Yeah, there we go. Oh, hang on. I don't know why he does that. Sometimes he picks these up and other times he doesn't. Something actually in that. There's... What? All my tools are inside it. It's really weird. Hope that doesn't come and bite me in the arse later. If I can't mine anymore, then the game would just end right now. Because I don't think that is enough to build enough workshops and enough ingots to actually get to a new piece of equipment. I could probably trade it in, but that'd just take forever if I can't mine anymore. We will see. Okay, everything's been planted up, so I'm going to suspend that as well. I'll keep growing while they're suspended, but they're not going to bother coming in and harvesting just yet. And I can unsuspend it whenever I actually end up needing something. If an emergency kicks in. But I've got enough food for now, and I've got enough drink at least. And I have got a well that's been built over here. Has that been built? Yeah, it looks like it's been built. It's hard to tell. So I have got a well that's been built as well, just in case I do get down to 0 drink again, which is unlikely at this stage of the game. But we'll see how that goes. I'm also going to want orange clippings to be placed over here. It's going to be orange clippings. And you're going to go agriculture, plant, clipping, orange. So my hauler will eventually get around to that, and if anyone else has nothing else to do, which doesn't seem likely at this point, they will eventually get onto it too. Okay, now that this up here is being done, let's keep building our walls. And I'm not going to get decorative just yet. I may do that in the future. Maybe I can end up replacing something. But for now, I just want to get some basic rooms put up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 things to play with. Now, assuming I've got walls in between them, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very skinny, thin rooms. They're going to be terrible rooms. Absolutely terrible rooms. But, I'll put 1, 2, 2, 3... I could do some different sized rooms here. So where is... Stairs are there. Yep, don't care about that. So the stairs are here next to the door. So that's where the stairs are going to be, right there, where I can't build. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I could do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 across, maybe. So I've got the little 8 square rooms. And that leaves me with... It's 12, so it's a square area here. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do it, I think. We've got... So that's it. I have 1, 2, another wall there, 2, another wall there, another wall there, and that's 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be a little bit larger. It's going to be a 3 by just there. that's it there. So then this will be the other hallway here. Might make it a 2x. And these rooms are going to be a little bit bigger. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So let's cancel these jobs for now. And put little doors. Okay, so I've got everything lined up here. That gives me enough room for most of my dwarves, most of my gnomes. It's not going to be enough. So the thing with building up here is I really need to lay down, there's a huge manufacturing process just for every single bit of wall. So I'm not sure exactly how these other turrets are going to be done as well. Whether I'm going to keep the same size or make them larger. It would look a lot more impressive to have them all the same size. But we'll have to see if I can even manage with that or not. I'll figure it out anyway. And when I'm all done, I'm actually thinking I'd really like to have a moat done around the entire perimeter. So it'll be sort of up here, quite a big moat. It'll take a long time to fill, especially because the way water flows in this game is a little bit bugged. It will only flow, 8 tiles or so. Just the way it evaporates incredibly quickly. When it hits down to a low level, it'll just disappear, which is a bit of a problem. So there's a couple of different ways of doing that. One of them is to dig it out gradually and let the water travel down and then dig a bit more and do it sort of slowly bit by bit. The other option is to dig, say, every second tile out, and then you actually allow raindrops to come in, and as the raindrops do it, they begin to fill it up, and as you get enough water in them, you start to join the little squares up, and that can be a very, very time-consuming process. But the bigger the area, the more the raindrops fill in. So that's another option for me to consider. Looks like I'm running out of stone as well. So there's a lot of work in this. I've got 68 blocks stored up, 20 there. Let's test out and see if we're having a mining problem or not. I'd actually like to find out where that vein goes. So now it looks like they can still access their picks. It's a good thing to know. And so far I haven't had any golems. Although at this rate I may end up with a copper golem. I don't know exactly what the threshold for spawning one of them is, but I'll need to get that stockpiled in the near future. Okay, this has all been built up here. Also like to get working on a couple more torches. Let's get, where are we? Torch. Let's say, it's only got 10 bits of coal. Okay, let's 10 of those. And as I find more coal, I can do it. Once I get a, what's it called? It's a metal workshop, a furnace, I think it is. Yeah, it converts logs into coal. Once I get one of those set up in the near future, I can just have a, craft until you have, say, 5 torches. So I've always got a little stockpile on hand. But for the time being, I'm going to get, nope, I don't want those, I want wall torches. I think they look a lot better. That'll provide enough light, hopefully, in the hallway. And every room can have one as well. So I'm not going to have enough. But as I build them, they'll get added in. So we're going to go and build some more block walls here. And let's get these rooms finished off. So I have actually taken everyone off training. You may have noticed that already. Simply because I just needed the manpower to get all the stuff built. So I'm not leveling up my skills, which is unfortunate. So every time I get an attack, I'm going to be falling further and further behind until I start getting everyone properly equipped. Yeah, what I may end up doing is actually setting one of them. I'll see if I can find my strongest sword person. 14. Sword of 15, that's pretty good. Also sword of 15, armor of 8. Okay, looks like Tekeni is going to be... Ooh, that's weird. Looks like Tekeni is going to be our sword fighter. So what I'm going to do is create a new uniform. And it's going to be, say, I'm going to call it the captain. And they're going to put, if they can find the helmet, actually, yeah, I have got a helmet. I was going to say I could make a skull helmet, but for now let's put a regular helmet. You're going to put any pauldrons you can find on, any greaves if we can eventually make them, gauntlets when we make them, boots. Are gnomes left or right-handed? I don't know. I assume they're right-handed. In which case we're going to put, for now we'll make a wooden shield and we'll put a sword in that hand. Now they'll pick the best they can, but it's going to be copper at the moment. And it does mean that we'll level up if I start making better weapons. So the captain is going to be a new position. Okay, we have to make all new formations as well. So the position's going to be captain as well. The perk is going to be we'll put guard on, so they use their shield a bit more. And they're going to retreat if bleeding, retreat to and assist squad leader, although they probably will be the squad leader. And I'm going to be warriors will be our new formation. Now the perk is going to be for now I'm going to make a shield wall. So the leader is going to be captain and everyone else is going to be militia for the time being. Which means, who was it? False Spoons, Tikaveni, or Tinkeni, to be able to read, will now be our warriors. So we have a captain and 4 militia, although one of them's missing, but that'll be filled up eventually. So you should now... Where is Tinkeni? You're a provisioner, so I'll follow you. That's our new leader. So that person, when we come under attack, should jump on and equip their arms and armour, which at the moment is the helmet, a breastplate and a sword. I wonder if I could make them do it now actually. Probably not, it would just take too much mucking around. It is possible to set up each individual job, like I could make them a provisioner and have provisioners by default pick up arms and armour, but I'd have to put them as a separate class. Otherwise one of the others might pick it up and that'd really mess things up. Okay, we're going to stop cutting clippings. I'm going to need 3 more orange clippings. Let's have a look. It's these ones out here. There we go. So these ones will grow fruit. So when they've been cut like this, they won't actually grow fruit. That's the problem. So I'd like to get them all growing properly. And we've got all our walls done. Let's get our doors put on now. How many do I need? I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 8. Should have known that. We need 8 stone doors. That looks like 8. Now I can put on, there we go, door, stone door. This is starting to look really good now. It's going to look really good once we've got everything all set up. So I can work on furniture, get some beds in there as well. The beds are going to be the next big mission. It's going to take quite a long time as well. Once I get another wave of nomads, probably in autumn, it would be good to have a dedicated cloth people, just so I can really start churning out mattresses and everything like that. But that may have to wait for next episode. So I've been Blxz, this has been Gnomoria. Make sure to like and subscribe if you do indeed enjoy the content. And come and join me next time as we start furnishing these rooms and really start laying down the foundation of our castle. Take care.